So now we are going to discuss about concept number 3, that it would be our reasons why we would be in the why actually we go for feedback, and then what is the importance why we should invest in a feedback mechanism. So these are the basic or main important concepts in this discussion, and then we would be taking some challenges really regarding the feedback and all. So let us begin with our discussions now. Before talking about reasons, we should know that after evaluation and reporting comes up another major step in developing a strong project implementation on ground, and that would be developing a feedback mechanism. The first and foremost place in project where feedback comes into play is right after a session of evaluation. So it is actually considered to be responsibility of the project evaluators to communicate the modifications to be brought about in the course of project. So let us now have a look on reasons to look for feedback. Then we would be going for why we should invest in feedback. These are the 4 reasons: accountability, effectiveness, donor requirement, and security of the staff. Now if we take accountability, then the reasons for feedback of accountability, it is actually concerned with providing aid to most effective and vulnerable member of the community and allowing them to open up. Then if we talk about effectiveness, then it is concerned with including views of ongoing projects from primary stakeholders. Donors requirement, if we talk about donors requirement, then it is concerned with the effectiveness in demonstrating results to the donors and to improve donor intervention. And security of staff, it is concerned with few instances the staff on the field are targeted for the lack of transparency. It also limits the trust factor among communities for the project intervention team. So let us now talk about the reasons for investing in feedback. The reasons for investment is frontline staff training and support, like their active speaking and listening skills to help in proper articulation of them. Then value recognition for staff work and develop a constructive feedback mechanism. Build trust among communities and stakeholders for developing honest relationship measures between communities and the project management agency. Then next reason would be to develop a adequate resource to be deployed. Then it would actually create a robust design for feedback mechanism. So these were the few reasons why we should go for investing in it. Let us now look at the challenges. The challenges to put a feedback mechanism would be unsystematic processes. Like we can have before creating any feedback mechanism, we can have unsystematic processes. So the next challenge would be insufficient or no allocation of resources for any feedback mechanism, lack of push from the management to go for it. Then there can be marginalization of voices. Then ineffective time allocation can also be a major challenge in putting a feedback mechanism in place. So if we talk about feedback mechanism establishment procedures, then these are the feedback establishment procedures, like starting with a prototypes or model. Then we will be going for utilizing existing mechanisms, then feedback mechanisms inducted into institutions. Then we go for developing competency of staff. Then a protocol in dealing with the feedback is done. Then then only we get a clear guideline on what can or cannot be changed or altered. Then we go for ethical consideration of feedback agencies, and lastly we develop a large model of feedback. So this was our entire discussion about the feedback mechanism of a project. I hope I have made some sense here. Then now we will be taking up our next concept.